In a small village nestled between towering mountains, there lived a young man named Yasir. Yasir's life was not easy, as he was born into a poor family that relied on farming to earn a living. He had to help his father in the fields from a young age, leaving him little time to do what he truly loved: reading and writing. Yasir possessed an ambition akin to an unquenchable fire. He dreamed of becoming a writer, of having his words printed on paper to share his thoughts with the world. But this dream seemed impossible for a young man in his village, where opportunities were limited and education was modest. Yet, he always insisted that something awaited him on the distant horizon. One day, Yasir discovered an old book lying in the corner of an abandoned library in the village. It was filled with stories from great authors, and though he couldn't understand all the words at first, he read it every day after finishing his work in the fields. Over time, he learned many new words and began to create his own stories in his mind. Yasir decided he must turn his dream into reality. He took an old notebook and began writing daily, despite his fatigue and aching hands from hard labor. No one believed that this effort would lead to anything. Even his friends mocked him, saying, "Do you think your writings will change anything in this world?" But Yasir was not swayed by their words. He wrote for himself, for his dream, which he believed in with all his heart. One day, a man arrived in the village holding a letter for Yasir. Yasir opened the letter with trembling hands to discover that a major publishing house had decided to publish one of his stories. He couldn't believe his eyes. He stood for a moment, looking at the letter as if it were a dream. Months later, Yasir's story was published and distributed not only in his city, but also in neighboring villages. Yasir became a symbol of hope and ambition in his village, showing everyone that determination and hard work can turn the impossible into possible. Yasir sat one evening, gazing at the stars, remembering the young boy who used to read the old book in the abandoned library.